I wanted to talk to you about something that happened today in class.
What is it?
Well, I noticed you...
I want us to all be very aware that this teacher, as you can see, has a shorter haircut and it's dyed the color red. This is how you know she is actually a raving, grooming, lunatic, LGBT, Trump is not my president Karen.
I noticed you put male as your gender in class.
I am a boy.
Well, there are a few things that I noticed about you that might make you think otherwise.
Huh?
Are you sure you're male, Xavier?
That's exactly how it happens, by the way. I'm impressed by the realism that's depicted here. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure real life would have better acting.
Please. Raven, get your big back in the car and take our son with you.
What the man? He's like, you ever belittle me again? I'm not only gonna tell you to shut up in front of the teacher, I'm gonna call you fat in front of the teacher. Hunter, you have to watch the video Vosh reacted to today. It's so funny. Teacher caught grooming student to be trans. Ending will shock you. So apparently this is a video now. Teacher caught grooming student to be trans. Then ending will shock you. Okay. It's got 2.3K likes, 3.3K dislikes. Ominous music.
Hey, son. What's going on here?
I borrowed some of Mom's fingernail paint. Doesn't it look cool, Daddy?
First of all, they're playing music like it's a fucking Scream 8 movie. We see what? A little boy with pink nail polish on playing with a Barbie? Guys, listen, that's how you know you've hit rock bottom as a parent, okay? If your child deigns to want to play with toys that he actually finds interesting himself and doesn't feel the need to adhere to some arbitrary bullshit gender expectation, then you have failed as a father, okay? You, by the time your kid should be like 6 or 7, how old do you think this kid is in the beginning here? He looks like maybe like 7 or 8. So listen, if your child by the age of like 7 is not bordering on suicidality, is not suffering from severe emotional suppression, then you have not raised a successful man. You're not raising your son to be a man. You have failed as a father. By the time your kid is fucking 7 or 8 years old, he should be bending over backwards, hurting himself to the highest extent, mentally, psychologically, in order to adhere to these arbitrary masculine gender roles, okay? If they are not doing that, if you don't have like a depressed, miserable child by the age of like 7 or 8, then you are not raising a proper man.
I have been doing some new amazing videos with my daughter on her YouTube channel. I would love for you to check it out. You can click the link above or the link in the description. I'll also pin it to the top of the comments.
What the fuck am I watching right now? A baby.
My beautiful baby boy. I love you so much. I'll always be there to take care of you, my son.
Aww.
Good catch, son. Get you all the family right there.
Hey, Howard. Hey, great barbecue.
7 years later. Wait, is this like a whole fucking script? This is like a scripted video? Okay, we're doing this. We're so doing this. I might want to save this for when I'm high, but you know what? Fuck it. We're going in, okay? We're going in raw.
Good catch, son. Get you all the family right there.
Hey, Howard. Hey, great barbecue you got going on here today, man.
Hey, Jim. Thanks, man. No problem. Always fun to have a get together.
Well, thanks for the invite. I know Alexa really loves it.
Alexa? I didn't know you had a daughter. I thought you had a son. Where is he? Sorry, Jim. Did I say something wrong?
Well, it's not Alex anymore. It's actually Alexa.
You changed his name?
Well, I didn't change it, and it's more than just his name that's changed.
Oh, that little girl is Alex? Isn't he or she too young to make that decision?
It's a day in schools, Albert. I agreed to let my son take these sexual education classes, and then this happens.
Whoa.
How is this real? Is this like a joke? Not only is the acting, I'm sorry, but I've seen better acting in porn. Not only do we have atrocious acting, we have just the most unrealistic plot line. The damn schools, man. Although I think the most offensive thing here is definitely that they would change the son's name from Alex to Alexa. That's concerning, especially if they're using Amazon Alexas in the home. I could just see that being an absolute fucking nightmare, you know? Alexa, come here. What would you like to know for the day, sir? I feel like that could be a little bit, you know, uncomfortable, but that's so far the only problem I see here with this.
Whoa. Really? I got that same email a few days ago from the school, Jim. I thought Samuel was too young. But hey, we got sex ed. What's the big deal? So I agreed to let Xavier go.
Well, it's not the same as it used to be, Albert. Yeah, when we were growing up, they used to separate the boys and the little girls and talk about very gender-specific traits. And now it's about everybody being equal, and you decide your gender in this class by the things you like.
What do you mean? They used to separate the boys and girls. Oh, what happened to the good old days? You know, separate but equal. Take me back, Daddy. What is this fucking weird obsession with, like, they used to enforce the gender traits? Yeah, some of the gender traits that these people want to enforce are bad and doing, like, significant damage to children, to boys, to girls, to society.
Oh my goodness, seriously?
Yeah, Alex just said he liked that singer Billie Eilish,
Billie Eilish?
or whatever her name is. You know, that's one of his favorite performers. And that opened up a can of worms. Yeah, so the teacher
Look out, guys. If you like a female pop star, then you're probably going to be trans. That's what I've learned so far.
started pointing out that he might be a little girl trapped in a boy's body.
Wait, so how's your wife dealing with this?
Well, it's hard, Albert. It's really hard on the family. And the next day, Alex started wanting us to call him Alexa. Well, at first we thought he was kidding, but then he started not to want haircuts anymore. You know, I'm an 80s guy, Albert. I'm not used to this type of stuff.
Yeah, man.
Man, I'm an 80s guy, Albert. You know, back in our day, your fucking son would go up saying some gay shit. I'd be belting that little prick. But now, this damn liberal agenda with being accepting and, oh, reducing the suicidality of children. Oh, woohoo. A bunch of progressive bullshit.
Things are different now. I'm all for trans rights, but the grooming is too much.
What? I'm all for trans rights, but they're grooming our kids. Okay, this is what I mean, by the way, with these people not understanding what being trans means or being gay or anything. Like, you cannot be groomed into being gay, and being groomed into being trans, the most that could happen there is like maybe being convinced that you're trans when you're not, which I guess they would probably think is happening. But anybody who is actually dedicated enough to no longer want haircuts, to want to change their name, to actually ask their entire family to address them differently, this person is probably sincere, or at least is sincere in questioning their identity. Enough so that socially transitioning is not going to do any damage. It's going to be harmless. Who cares if you have a son who decides that maybe she would now like to be referred to as a girl and wants to wear a dress or something? Like, who cares? Now, true, I think that that child might be bullied or face other repercussions at school if they show up to school in a dress or something. But I mean, at the end of the day, this isn't grooming. This is just allowing a safe place for children to discover themselves. And I think this is something that, like, parents miss a lot. And I know that, you know, I'm just like a young parent, so I'm not like the big expert here, but a lot of the times parents are so focused on, like, controlling their children. Your kid is not your puppet, okay? Your kid isn't Pinocchio. They're a human being. The parent's job is to protect the child and to provide a safe environment with safe parameters to allow that child freedom to discover themselves and navigate the world. Now, of course, you're going to have to, obviously, don't run in the road, Johnny, or some shit like that. Of course, you're going to have to tell your kid what to do sometimes, but your main goal as a parent should be to facilitate a safe environment with good parameters to allow them to sort of discover themselves in a way that's healthy and natural. That is the best environment that you should be aiming to provide for a child. Not this like, you're a boy, so you need to be this way, or you're a Christian, so you need to go to church, or you need to believe and think this way. More so, here's the information, you decide what you want to do with this, and then, yeah, provide a safe parameter. It's really not that difficult, but...
Especially at a young age.
Seriously, back in the day, you know, there are haters that went out of their way to persecute the LGBT community, which I'm totally against. Nobody should be hated on for who they are. But also, it's too young for a kid's mind. They're still learning about life and who they are.
I agree.
Yeah, so if they're still learning about who they are, then maybe they want to socially transition for a little while. And that's part of the, you know, them figuring out who they are part. Do you think it's like, oh no, little Timmy has put on a pink dress. It's over. The longer you wear the pink, the more estrogen is pumped into your veins.
So Jim told me some news about his son, Alex.
You mean Alexa?
Oh, you know?
Yeah.
Don't you think it's a bit young for him to make that change?
What's the big deal?
Oh, I mean, it's not a big deal. But he's saying they groomed him in that sex education class. I'm thinking maybe we shouldn't send Xavier.
Seriously, Albert?
Base wife? Yeah. Thank God we did away with the patriarchy a while ago, or else we'd have all these transphobes running around without their wives to hold them accountable.
I didn't realize you were so transphobic.
What? Come on, Raven.
Spit! Yeah, Raven! Call!
Transphobic? I just want a son to be...
A son?
And you don't have a problem with that?
No. If our son is happy being a boy, then let him be a boy. If he decides otherwise, then let him. Whatever makes him happy. What exactly is really the problem, Albert?
Actually, yes. What is the problem? Is this supposed to be like, look at the unhinged mother?
He's too young to make that decision.
But he's not too young to play Mortal Kombat and rip people's heads off. Or steal cars playing Grand Theft Auto.
Babe,
Shit! Raven is bringing the flame!
video games.
You know his favorite character in Mortal Kombat is Katana. Maybe that's who he wants to be in real life.
I think he picks her because he finds her attractive.
Oh gosh, now you're mansplaining. Wake up, Albert.
Wait, no. Okay, now you're mansplaining. I like how they had to throw that in. They were like, guys, hold on, problem. The director's like, cut. The wife is making way too much sense here, okay? We're supposed to be on this guy's side. Right now, I'm thinking the wife spitting that flame, okay? We need to switch some shit up. Throw in the mansplaining at the end. He's like, I think he's playing that character because he finds her attractive. Wait, so your child is too young to make a decision about who they are in regards to gender identity, so long as that decision doesn't carry with it any permanent changes, but yet they're not too young to find an adult woman attractive? You realize that if a little boy, 7, 8, 9, 10, whatever, is starting to find girls attractive, that's probably the same type of time they're going to maybe start sort of naturally falling into certain gender identity, even if it does change later on down the line. So they're too young to understand trans stuff, but they're not too young to find adult women attractive? Okay.
It's a new age. I really don't think this class is going to be a big deal. It's going to teach our son about all genders. It's good for him.
Based.
I know you wanted a boy over a girl. Is that what this is all about?
It's not about that. I wanted a girl as much as I wanted a boy, but...
You know what? It seems like you're getting upset. Should I set up an appointment with our counselor?
No.
She needs to just hit him with, honey, I think you might be on your period, okay? Go sit down.
No. It's okay, Raven. It's cool. I'm cool. You can take the class.
I'm cool. It's all right.
I have this work to focus on.
Man, this seems like some switch of gender roles right here. That husband just got put in his place.
Okay, great class today, kids. Xavier, can I see you for a minute?
Sure, Mrs. Karen.
Xavier, you're such an amazing child. I wanted to talk to you about something that happened today in class.
What is it?
Well, I noticed you...
I want us to all be very aware that this teacher, as you can see, has a shorter haircut and it's dyed the color red. This is how you know she is actually a raving, grooming, lunatic, LGBT, Trump is not my president, Karen.
I wanted to talk to you about something that happened today in class.
What is it?
Well, I noticed you put male as your gender in class.
I am a boy.
Well, there are a few things that I noticed about you that might make you think otherwise.
Huh?
I mean, you wear earrings, you have beautiful long fingernails. Are you sure you're male, Xavier?
That's exactly how it happens, by the way. I'm impressed by the realism that's depicted here. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure real life would have better acting, but this is exactly how it happens, you know? Little Timmy walks in one day, he's like, actually, I like the color orange. And the teacher's like, well, you know, orange is actually kind of close to pink, and pink is actually a girl color, so I think you might be a boy. Have you considered having your penis legitimately chopped off with a hacksaw, Timmy? Have you thought about it? You should be thinking about it, okay? Think about it. That's exactly how it happens. Insane. And now he's putting on nail polish.
Hey, son. What's going on here?
I borrowed some of Mom's fingernail paint. Doesn't it look cool, Daddy?
Why are you painting your nails?
Miss Karen.
You want to know something funny? If my son was painting his nails, like, I saw my sister doing it, and it looked kind of fun, so now I want to do it. You know what I would say? Oh, okay, cool. Have fun, buddy. Because I have this very incredible feature of a human being, which is called, I'm not a brain dead dumb fuck. So I'm able to recognize that if my son is partaking in certain activities that might traditionally be associated with femininity, doesn't necessarily mean that my son is now a transgender queer. Sometimes, like, it's not really my thing. You know, I'm just like, okay, well, maybe they just like painting. Maybe they think it's cool to put color on your nails. Boys paint their nails. Like, have you ever seen a fucking emo guy from 2012 on Tumblr? Okay, they all had their nails painted.
Our teacher mentioned how good nails I have, so I'm painting them instead of cutting them.
Oh.
It looks cool, right, Dad?
No, son. You need to get better with your nail polishing skills, my friend. Holy shit, are you really painting your nails with... You got the paint all over your fingers. God. Come on, that right there is evidence enough. This ain't no girl. A Barbie!
He's painting his nails, Raven. He said he learned it from some girl in class.
What's the big deal if he has girlfriends? Seriously, Albert?
His teacher, Miss Karen, she instigated it.
By saying his nails are nice? It's not a big deal, Albert.
Raven, I find it a big deal. And I set up a meeting with the school and teacher. I need to see what's going on.
Fine, Albert. You're worrying too much about this. When is it?
Tomorrow afternoon.
True.
I wanted to pull our son out of sex education class. I think it's too soon for him.
What, Dad?
Albert, what is this? We didn't discuss this.
So you're saying you guys don't agree?
I don't think considering he should be learning this. I think he's too young for him.
But I like it.
Wait, why would the kid be there in the meeting? I want to take him out of class, okay? What? But Dad! Xavier, how the fuck did you get in here? You're supposed to be in the girls' bathroom.
Dad?
I understand, son.
Albert, come on. You're making a big deal out of this.
Mr. Unger, this class was formulated by experts. Your son missing this class may leave him behind in knowledge that other kids have. It also helps with preventative measures. I mean, you don't want him getting your girl pregnant at 13, do you?
I just feel like you're grooming him into being something that he's not.
Albert, seriously, I can't believe you're talking like this.
Sir, I apologize, but this is coming off as phobic.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Karen. Albert, I need you to go wait in your car.
Phobic.
What? No, you are causing a scene, and you need to go calm down. I won't tell you again.
Jesus Christ! This is the world that feminists want. You need to calm down, okay? I'm not gonna ask you again. God damn! I will not fuck you, okay? To the point that I'll turn you gay. Now you get to the car. I'm not gonna ask you again. Man, the husband's getting pushed around. And yeah, he is being very phobic.
Such toxic masculinity.
Seriously.
I see here, you both have different last names.
Yeah, I didn't want to change my last name.
Very empowering.
What? The average liberal conversation right there. You're empowered. Thanks. Earlier today, my husband was sleeping and I slapped him in the balls. It was hilarious. Feminists for the win. Yes, queen.
Thank you.
This is ridiculous. This is my son.
Ugh.
I should have say something what he's learning.
I can't believe I got put in timeout. What the fuck? Man, Raven, she's taking the claws out.
Just sign your gender here, Xavier. You can be a girl if you want to. It's okay. This is what he wants.
I guess. Do what you feel is best, Xavier.
Why would the teacher be like this? Why would she be like, this is what he wants? And also, yeah, what form is it where you need to sign your gender? Is it like, once you signed the contract in blood, then your gender will be permanent? It cannot be undone. You must choose.
I know what I want to be, Mommy.
Well, you love strawberries over chocolate, right, Xavier? That is pretty feminine.
But I like chocolate sometimes.
Okay, I do too.
He's my son. I'm not tolerating this nonsense.
What the fuck is hand shaking? Where are the gender contracts at? Today I really feel like a girl, but I already signed the contract, man. I'm fucked. Dun dun. Go. The action
Put the pen
music.
down, son.
Albert, what are you?
Shut your mouth.
Whoa!
Sir.
The husband is laying down the law. Yeah. Shut up, bitch. I decided I'm wearing the pants again today because I identify as the man of the house. Fuck you, Karen.
You need to calm down. You're behaving like an animal.
I am an animal, and I'm protecting my son. This is the jungle, so you better get back.
Could he have like said that at least a little bit more enthusiastic? I am an animal and this is the jungle, so please get back because I am caring about my son.
Please.
Raven, get your big back in the car and take our son with you.
What the fuck? Man, he's like, you ever belittle me again, I'm not only gonna tell you to shut up in front of the teacher, I'm gonna call you fat in front of the teacher.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Come on.
Yes, sir. Ooh, evil glare.
Typical angry black man.
Yep.
Don't change, huh, Karen?
What? The super wokey is actually secretly racist. Bruh. This is an M. Night Shyamalan twist. And now they're all...
So, what are we going to do now, Dad?
Well, first we're gonna head down to the city clerk.
City clerk? What's that?
Well, the only thing we're changing today is your last name.
Okay, I did think that was going to go a different direction. I thought he was going to say, changing today, we're divorced. I like that. The happy music in the end. Dun, 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 dun. After I denied my son the ability to figure himself out, called my wife a dumb bitch and told her she was fat in front of the teacher, and said I was an animal, we're all going to head down to get some nice frozen yogurt.
Thank you, Dad. I love being a boy.
No problem, son. I know you'll grow up to be an amazing man. I love you.
I love you too.
Yup, the ending will shock you. Well, the ending shocked me as how bad it was.
love
Also,
it.
if he's like, I love being a boy, it's like, then how come 3 seconds ago you were like having seizure hand when you had to sign your gender contract?
It's okay to be a man and have old school morals. There's nothing wrong with accepting the trans community, but there's also nothing wrong with the straight community. We need to all
With the straight community. Yeah, it's okay to be a man and have traditional values, like telling your wife to shut up and get your fat ass in the car. Only the most traditional man would say that. You know what, if we're really gonna go back to tradition, like what, the 40s, 50s, and 60s, then you might as well follow that up with a little bit of wife beating and then maybe some date rape.
appreciate each other's upbringings and differences. Don't hate, just appreciate. I truly hope you enjoyed today's video. Remember to check out my daughter's new YouTube channel. It's so much fun to make and even more fun to watch. Click the link above or the link in the description.
Okay, so if you're down for the child exploitation of my new YouTube channel, then head on over. I gotta find out. I gotta watch it. Sam's Land.
Hi everyone! Who wants to learn about the planet Fingers? Let's go! Sun Finger, where are you? I'm the hottest star.
Okay. I thought I was sober, but apparently I snorted something crazy this morning. Well, there you guys go. Genuinely, I have no words, okay? This was a banger content. Jeez. If your son is going to be taught sex ed, which has been empirically demonstrated to reduce the likelihood of your child actually getting sexually assaulted, then you better make sure to barge into that meeting that for some reason your son is part of. Make sure your kid never signs the gender contract because it is binding for life. And it is okay to let your wife know that she needs to get her fat ass in the car. Amen. That is the traditional values that conservatives are advocating for. Disrespecting your wife, disrespecting your teacher, disrespecting your son, and forcing your child to abide by rigid gendered expectations that are completely arbitrary and are really based on whether or not you yourself are personally comfortable with them or not. Return to tradition. Be a piece of shit.